that they're the 5th seed, that they get to go to Carolina, which, and you look at the rest of the NFC playoff teams, you're talking Seattle, Green Bay, Chicago, San Francisco, and Philadelphia. Carolina is clearly the softest mark of that group. Doesn't mean that they're going to just go in there and blow them out, but if you had to go on the road and play against somebody, Carolina is the place that you'd want to be.
It's picking the lesser evil, and even though you've lost to this team on the road already, the very predicament you're signing up for, I don't think that you're going to throw these teams at the board and hope Philly sticks, or the Seahawks, or the 49ers, or even the Bears. Even though the Bears have lost 2 in a row, out of all the teams, I said in the pregame show, I think the Rams got blessed falling into that 5th seed spot and getting the Panthers or the Bucks, and now the Panthers.
Morales, you are a panicker. You like to get a little worried right out of the chute. We talked about this many, many times. At what point were you like, are they going to beat the Arizona Cardinals today?
Halftime, I was scared. I was really scared that, A, they weren't going to cover for purposes of our entertaining picks against the spread, but also that they were actually going to lose this game, lose 3 straight to end the season. By the way, Sue, you're just sweeping around, the Panthers was a loss. That was the first game of the season where this team that we were talking about being the best team in the NFL got straight up beat. Yeah. And Matthew Stafford didn't look like Matthew Stafford that game. That's how you're going to start the playoffs? I don't know. A part of me, Trav, wants to get Philly or Chicago out of the way.
First, I hear the point, and I understand the point, but I just don't agree with the point because Carolina is not as good as Philadelphia. Carolina is not as good as the Chicago Bears. Carolina will not be as cold as Philadelphia. Carolina will not be as cold as Chicago. And you're right. They did go in there. They did not play a good game against the Panthers the first time.
They looked lost.
But Matthew Stafford had his second worst game of the season. We saw his worst game of the season against Atlanta, but I don't think he's going to have a repeat performance against that group like that.
How the Rams played today, they could go to Carolina and find a way to win with how they played today.
Even with the way they played in the first half?
Even with how they played today, they can find a way to win against Carolina. They cannot play how they played today against the Niners, the Bears, the Seahawks, or the Eagles and think that they would win that game. That would be an immediate end of your season, round 1.
Let's talk about the NFC here. Carolina, home. Mm-hmm. They'll be underdogs. Philadelphia, San Francisco, it's going to be close. If San Francisco won that game, I don't think anybody would be shocked.
And I will say, by the way, Panthers, all their wins have come as underdogs.
Yep. And then the last one, Chicago at home against Green Bay. If Green Bay goes into Chicago, you could have a situation where we're talking by the end of Monday night where all 3 NFC road teams won their first playoff games. And it's not a crazy ask.
I still can't believe the Panthers are in the playoffs because this was such a bad team. That was just funneling through coaches and quarterbacks.
Bryce Young was done. They had moved on.
They benched him a year ago.
Benched him a year ago, and had decided that they were going to go in a different direction. And now here he is. And by the way, we all watched that Carolina Tampa game last night. He didn't look any good. I mean, that wasn't any good at all. That I get it. I know they beat the Rams, and you win or you lose. I understand. I am not concerned about playing the Carolina Panthers.
No. Unless they target Emmanuel Forbes over and over and over again.
Wow, you are really confident.
See,
you are really confident.
Me?
Yeah.
Against the Carolina Panthers?
Yeah.
Yes, very.
Based on how Week 13 went, you are really
Week
confident.
13
Yeah, I'm feeling the same. I think the Rams are gonna torch the Panthers.
Yeah. I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
You're just saying because they played before and they had
this didn't look. This wasn't like the other losses. The Panthers lost.
It was the one that was the ugliest, which makes me feel the best, honestly.
Okay.
Because that's the one I think if you go, they had a bad day. That one you can kind of throw away. The Seattle one was weird, and Seattle's got that defense. You look at the game against Atlanta. They have Raheem Morris there. They have Bijan Robinson who went off. There's nobody that scares me on the Carolina team.
No. I think, I've been saying it the whole year. I think the only team that on paper I see and I go, is Philly, because they basically match the Rams' firepower on offense but have the better defense. So that's the only thing that scares me.